doesn't matter how much training you've had. When you're in a war zone, it's on-the-job training.
Right.
Nothing is exactly as you practiced.
Correct.
And we all flew over in commercial airliners, but the biggest thing that you notice getting off the plane and getting the first day you come into Vietnam, we landed at Da Nang, at the Da Nang Air Base. There's a long line of kids, and some of them had wet feet. They spent the night in the field.
Kids as in like
I call them kids because they were kids. They were 18, 19.
Kids
Our troops
our
going
troops.
back home. We're
Okay.
getting off the plane. They're going to fill it up and go back to the world, as we used to call it.
Okay.
And some of them still had, a few of them still had wet feet, and they had bins, kind of like dumpsters, I guess you might say. They'd be putting their weapons in that, and then they'd get on the plane just like
So
that.
that's the amnesty program, is throw it in the dumpster?
Yeah, well, that's
throw it in the bin?
They didn't have time to check them in. They had to be at the airport at that time, and their company needed them in the field, so they didn't leave until that day, many of them. And the biggest thing, and it's something that no one can ever forget, the blank stares of their eyes, those eyes. And I thought, wow, man, and I can see that they've spent some time in the bush, and I thought, am I glad I'm going to the air wing? That was my
So
my
you could
thought.
almost, you could only imagine, right? Because you're seeing that, like you said, and there's stairs. So the stairs are looking at you, and you're intaking all this data from these people who've just experienced something. You don't know what. You
I
can
have
only
no idea what, but they looked like they had the life sucked right out of them, and they were so thankful to be getting on that plane, to have survived, and it looked like that they couldn't quite believe that they'd done
happened.
it. What? Yes, this was, and it was it was frightening to me, but of course I thought, it's not going to happen to me. I'm in the air wing. I'm in the air wing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is